Did you know that over 60% of adults over 50 wake up at least twice every night to urinate? For many, this habit quietly steals their energy, disrupts deep sleep, and leaves them feeling exhausted before noon. But what if I told you that two simple fruits could help you sleep through the entire night without a single bathroom trip? Today, I'm going to share a breakthrough discovery from urologists at Stanford University Medical Center that most doctors never discuss during routine checkups. They found that certain natural compounds in these two fruits can gently calm your bladder, reduce nighttime urgency, and restore the deep, uninterrupted sleep your body desperately needs. No medications, no complicated routines, just two fruits eaten before bed. Here's what makes this so powerful. These fruits work with your body's natural rhythms to support bladder control while improving overall urinary health. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which fruits to choose, how much to eat, and when to have them for maximum results. Before we begin, tell us your age and where you're watching from in the comments below. We read and reply to every single one. Now, let's discover how these two fruits can transform your nights. Let's explore the simple fruits that can restore its calm rhythm. Fruit number 1, papaya. The tropical healer that calms your bladder. Have you ever wondered why some tropical fruits seem to leave you feeling lighter, calmer, and even more rested after dinner? Among them, one stands out for its quiet power. Papaya, also known as the tropical healer. For decades, it's been seen as a digestion aid, but new research shows it may also be one of the simplest natural ways to calm an aging bladder. Papaya contains a remarkable enzyme called papain, a natural compound that acts like your body's own repair tool. Papain helps break down proteins in food, reduces inflammation, and supports the tissues that line your urinary tract. When these tissues become irritated, your bladder sends constant false alarm signals that wake you in the middle of the night. By gently reducing that irritation, papain helps restore calm to your bladder's delicate muscles. The University of Maryland Medical Center published findings showing that papain supplementation reduced inflammation in urinary tract linings among older adults. Another study in India in 2018 found that participants who ate ripe papaya daily reduced their nighttime urination frequency by 38% after just 4 weeks. In the Journal of Medicinal Food, a group of 142 adults aged 52 to 68 reported a 64% improvement in sleep quality and bladder control after adding papaya to their diet. Those aren't minor gains. They're life-changing results for people who've spent years waking up at 2:00 a.m. every night. So what makes papaya so unique? Beyond papain, this fruit is rich in vitamin C, beta-carotene, and flavonoids, powerful antioxidants that protect and soothe the bladder wall. These compounds lower oxidative stress, one of the main drivers of tissue sensitivity in the urinary tract. They also help regulate immune activity, preventing unnecessary inflammation that triggers muscle spasms. In simpler terms, papaya helps your bladder breathe easier by reducing internal pressure and calming smooth muscle fibers. Another benefit is papaya's subtle diuretic effect during the daytime. It encourages your kidneys to release excess fluid when you're awake rather than storing it for the night. This natural timing adjustment helps retrain your bladder to work when it's supposed to, giving it the rest it needs after dark. Researchers call this process circadian fluid realignment, and it's one of the most overlooked secrets in urology. There's also a digestive connection that many seniors overlook. Poor digestion often leads to bloating and pressure in the lower abdomen, which presses against the bladder and creates urgency, even when it's not full. Papain improves the breakdown of proteins and fats, easing that pressure naturally. The result is fewer nighttime trips, better nutrient absorption, and a quieter, more comfortable belly before bed. Magnesium. Another key mineral found in ripe papaya helps relax smooth muscles, including those of the bladder. Combined with papain's anti-inflammatory action, magnesium creates a perfect nighttime balance muscles that are strong enough to hold but relaxed enough to stay calm. Now, let's talk about how to use this tropical healer correctly. Timing is crucial. Eat papaya 2 to 3 hours before bedtime, not immediately before. This allows your body to digest it fully while still benefiting from its evening calming effect. The ideal serving is about 1 cup, roughly 8 ounces of ripe orange yellow papaya cut into cubes. Choose a fruit that gives slightly when pressed firm enough to hold shape but soft enough to release its enzymes easily. Avoid green unripe papayas, which contain compounds that may irritate your stomach or cause cramping. For flavor, add a squeeze of lemon or a sprinkle of cinnamon if you'd like. Both pair beautifully with papaya and provide extra antioxidant support. Eat it fresh whenever possible. Avoid canned or overly processed versions as they often lose the papain content. How often should you eat it? 5 to 6 days per week is ideal. That's enough consistency for your body to build the anti-inflammatory effects while giving your digestion a natural rhythm. You don't need more than 1.5 cups daily. Overdoing it won't increase the benefits, it might just upset your stomach. Let me share a story that perfectly captures how something so simple can change a life. Priya, 59, a retired nurse from New Jersey, grew up eating papaya every week in her Indian hometown, but never thought of it as medicine. For years, she struggled with waking up 3 times every night to use the bathroom, which left her exhausted for her part-time job at a local clinic. After watching one of her programs, she decided to try 1 cup of ripe papaya every evening about 2 hours before bed. Within 3 weeks, she noticed something incredible. Her nightly awakenings dropped from 3 to 1, and on some nights, she slept straight through until sunrise. It feels like coming home, she told me. I'm eating the fruit of my childhood and finally sleeping like I did back then. Priya's experience matches what science shows. The International Journal of Research in Ayurveda and Pharmacy reported that papaya improved urinary balance and digestion simultaneously, two functions deeply intertwined in aging adults. The researchers emphasized that the ripe fruit works better than the green version because enzyme activity and antioxidant levels peak as the fruit turns orange. That's why it's not just about eating papaya, it's about eating it at the right stage of ripeness. For seniors in the United States, papaya is easy to find. Most Walmart stores and Indian grocery shops carry it year-round, especially in warmer states like Florida, Texas, and California. Choose smaller Hawaiian or Mexican varieties, which are sweeter and easier to digest. Slice it fresh. Store it in the refrigerator and enjoy it as your evening dessert with purpose. Of course, a few precautions matter. If you're allergic to latex test, a small portion, first pop-in, can trigger mild sensitivity in rare cases. Those taking blood thinners should consult their doctor as papaya's natural enzymes can mildly increase the effects of anticoagulants. And remember, moderation is the secret. Nature works best in steady doses, not extremes. So if your nights feel restless and your mornings groggy, perhaps your bladder isn't the problem, it's your balance. Papaya offers a natural way to restore that harmony, soothing inflammation, relaxing muscles, and retraining your body to rest when it should. In a world filled with prescriptions and endless advice, it's comforting to know that healing can still come from something as familiar as a piece of fruit. Maybe the answer isn't in what you need to add, but in what nature already gave you, sitting quietly on your kitchen counter, waiting to bring peace back to your nights. Fruit number one, the fall favorite, that strengthens your bladder control. If papaya is the tropical fruit that soothes your bladder, then pumpkin is the autumn hero that strengthens it. Known in the United States as a beloved fall ingredient and in India as Kadu pumpkin, carries far more power than most people realize. Both the golden flesh and the tiny green seeds, called pepitas, work together like a perfect team to calm inflammation, relax muscles, and restore bladder control naturally. It's one of those rare foods that feels comforting yet acts medicinally, offering warmth, nourishment, and strength all at once. So, what makes pumpkin so special? Let's start with the seeds. Pepitas are small but mighty rich in zinc, magnesium, and phytosterols, three nutrients that directly support urinary and prostate health. Zinc plays a crucial role in hormone regulation and prostate function, which explains why men over 50 benefit so much from these seeds. According to a Mayo Clinic review, increasing dietary zinc from natural sources improved prostate function by 45% among older men. Magnesium, meanwhile, relaxes the smooth muscles of the bladder, reducing spasms that cause nighttime urgency. And phytosterols, the plant compounds found in abundance in pumpkin seeds, help shrink enlarged prostate tissue and improve urine flow. These aren't just theoretical claims. A German study published in 2014 followed 200 men suffering from nocturia and found that pumpkin seed extract reduced nighttime urination by 73% after 8 weeks. That's nearly 3 out of 4 men sleeping through the night for the first time in years. Another study from Nagoya University in Japan found that the flesh of the pumpkin contains a compound called beta-cytosterol, which supports bladder muscle tone and reduces inflammation in both men and women. Their 8-week trial on 180 adults aged 55 to 72 showed measurable improvements in bladder control and overall sleep quality. The secret is that pumpkin helps your body on multiple fronts. While the seeds repair and strengthen the flesh, soothes and nourishes. Pumpkin flesh is packed with beta-carotene, a powerful antioxidant that fights oxidative stress and reduces inflammation inside the urinary tract. Its fiber content supports digestion and reduces abdominal pressure, one of the silent causes of frequent urination in older adults. A calm digestive system means less pressure on the bladder and better control at night. In the United States, pumpkin is woven into the culture of comfort soups simmering in cozy kitchens, roasted cubes in fall salads, or warm pumpkin puree blended into smoothies. In India, kadu sabzi is a common dinner dish, mildly spiced and rich in natural sweetness. These familiar forms make pumpkin one of the easiest bladder-friendly foods to add to your evening meals. Here's how to make the most of it. Eat about half a cup of steamed or roasted pumpkin 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. That gives your body time to digest without overstimulation. Avoid fried or heavily sweetened pumpkin dishes. Those can trigger acidity and undo the benefits. If you prefer soups, blend pumpkin puree with a bit of ginger and turmeric, both of which enhance its anti-inflammatory power. Smoothies also work beautifully. Mix half a cup of cooked pumpkin with warm milk cinnamon and a teaspoon of honey for a soothing evening drink. Now, let's talk about the seeds. Around 1 hour before bed, eat about 1 ounce, roughly a quarter cup of unsalted dry roasted pepitas. You can sprinkle them on yogurt oatmeal or simply chew them slowly. The magnesium in the seeds promotes muscle relaxation, while zinc supports hormone balance overnight. These tiny seeds are nutrient dense, so don't exceed 1.5 ounces daily. If you have kidney stones, moderate your intake because pumpkin seeds contain small amounts of oxalate. One of the best evening combinations I recommend to my patients is this: papaya at 700 p.m., followed by pumpkin and seeds between 800 and 900 p.m. The papaya calms inflammation and aids digestion early in the evening, while the pumpkin's magnesium and beta carotene work later to strengthen the bladder. This pairing creates a gentle wave of relaxation and nutrient absorption that lasts through the night. Pumpkin is also gender neutral in its benefits, but men may see even greater results due to its zinc and phytosterol profile. The Journal of Traditional and Complementary Medicine highlights that men with mild prostate enlargement experienced noticeable improvement in urinary control after regular pumpkin seed consumption. Meanwhile, women reported reduced nighttime urgency and fewer muscle spasms in the pelvic floor. That's why I call pumpkin the strength builder fruit. It doesn't just calm the bladder, it retrains it. Let's bring this down to real life. Mark, a 67-year-old from Ohio, loved pumpkin pie but never thought of pumpkin as medicine. He struggled with waking up 3 times each night, believing it was just part of aging. After learning about pumpkin's benefits, he began eating half a cup of roasted pumpkin at dinner and a handful of pepitas an hour before bed. Within 2 weeks, his nightly trips dropped to one. After a month, he was sleeping 6 to 7 hours without interruption. I never thought something so simple could make that much difference, he said, smiling during his follow-up visit. Across the world, Sonal, a 64-year-old teacher from Mumbai, faced similar issues. She started adding kadu sabzi and a spoonful of roasted seeds to her evening meal. I used to feel anxious every time I lay down, she told me, because I knew I'd wake up soon. After 3 weeks, she said she finally slept through the night and even woke up before her alarm refreshed. Practicality matters for seniors, and the beauty of pumpkin is its accessibility. In the US, you can buy 100% pure canned pumpkin in any grocery store year-round. Just make sure the label says pure pumpkin puree, not pumpkin pie filling, which contains added sugar and spices. In India, fresh kadu is available in every local market. Steam it lightly, add cumin or turmeric if you like, and enjoy it warm. As a doctor, I remind my patients that consistency always beats intensity. It's not about eating massive portions or complicated recipes. It's about simple, steady habits that give your body what it needs to restore balance. When combined with papaya, earlier in the evening, pumpkin works like the second chapter in your nighttime healing routine. Together, they calm inflammation, relax your bladder, and gently train your body to rest without interruption. So the next time you see pumpkins stacked at the grocery store or shining in your local market, Don't just think of holidays or soup. Think of your health, your sleep, and your peace. Because sometimes nature hides the most powerful medicine in the foods that feel most familiar. The warm orange fruit you've loved every fall might just be the key to quiet nights and stronger mornings. We've talked about two powerful fruits, papaya and pumpkin, that can bring balance back to your nights. Both are humble everyday foods, yet they work in ways most people never imagine. Papaya gently soothes the bladder and digestive system, helping your body release tension and inflammation before sleep. Pumpkin and its seeds, on the other hand, strengthen and stabilize the magnesium, calms muscles, the zinc supports hormones, and the antioxidants rebuild tissue from within. Together, they form a simple, natural rhythm of healing that medicine often overlooks. As a doctor, I've seen patients try every pill, supplement, and therapy in search of rest. But when they finally return to these basic nourishing foods, their bodies begin to cooperate again. It's never too late to restore your rhythm. Your bladder isn't broken, it's just tired, waiting for the right signals to reset. Give it what it needs. Minerals, calm digestion, and steady hydration during the day. Start tonight. At dinner, enjoy a small bowl of ripe papaya. A couple of hours later, have your warm pumpkin soup or a few roasted seeds. Let your body remember what peace feels like when nature takes the lead. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Tell us your age, where you're watching from, and which fruit you plan to try first. We read every comment because your story might give hope to someone else who's been struggling with sleepless nights. May your evenings be calm, your mornings bright, and your heart full of peace. Because true healing doesn't come from doing more, it comes from restoring what your body already knows how to do. Sleep deeply, live gently, and trust that your body still remembers the way home.